Good afternoon, people from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Hope everybody is doing great. Today's video, it's as you can see, it's not a review. It's more like a talk, non-fragrance talk, and it's most likely not gonna be a video regarding any fragrance. But let me show you scent of the day. Like it's a very hot day, the midday. It's rainy season going on in Bangladesh, so I'm going on with this one. This is my newest purchase. It's a fragrance I'm still trying on to see what I get, performance and try down and everything. But the fragrance called Banana Republic Classic for Men. I think this is pretty much unisex. This is a 50 ml bottle. Very nice fragrance, very refreshing, okay, and uplifting. So those who don't want to see a video, non-fragrance related video, may skip this video. So I want to talk quickly about one topic, not many topics, just one topic. I was thinking yesterday, it's regarding stress, okay. It's constant worrying or stress or worries, how it affects our lives. So why is it important to relax and chill in our lives? I want to talk about it a little bit. You can follow me, you can let me know what you think. Okay, first of all, what is stress and worry, constant worry? Something like every day we work, we wake up, and most of the people work, right? You have to do a living, and others, they do business, homemakers. But many people, majority people, have to wake up real early morning and have to go to work 5 days a week. Friday and Saturday is weekend in Bangladesh, but I think Saturday and Sunday, most of the world, it's like weekend. So for most working people, life is very stressful. Who living in the city, you guys know what I'm talking about. Those who work, you guys know, ladies and gents both. You have to wake up, and if you have a family, you have to prepare your children for school, prepare their breakfast, then send them to school, then go make it to the work, and after that, finishing work, you have to come back. Maybe you have to pick up some grocery and stuff. Just talking day to day. Most of the families, they have to do this, and you get only the one. Some people, like my dad, he works like 6 days a week. He gets only Friday as a holiday, so he try to get some rest that day. So what happens is when you constantly work too much, there is a point. You can be a workhorse, you can be a workaholic, and you be really good at your job. But what happens if you constantly worry about everything? Like some people, we have some conditions. Like me, people like me, we always have conditions. Like right now, I'm doing a small business. You guys know, like I'm thinking to start full-on business with perfumes, fragrances. So I worry a lot. Like sometimes business is not good. Sometimes there's no sale whatsoever. It really gets me worried, because if there's no business, your things like livelihood becomes like stuck. So there are benefits of doing in your own business. You control what you want to do, how you want to live every day, how you want to spend every day, and it's up to you. Even if you want to close your business for a day, you can absolutely do. But people who do business, they know like it's your own thing, but you have to work much harder, because working people gets the salary end of the month. It's a given thing, even if you don't do so well, if you take leave and everything, you still get your salary. But what happens with people who do business, they have to invest, they have to risk. I'm giving you an example. Then you have to invest and you have to take risk, chances, and it has to be credible risk. You don't want to take a risk that is insane. You don't want to borrow 1 million from a bank and you're trying to set up a business in the middle of nowhere, and you know that it's likely you're not going to make it. So you have to have some estimation, some understanding, and based on that you have to hope for the best, that things go well, more or less. But what happens when you worry too much is it creates stress, and you can see people age much faster. You can see them worried. They have see the wrinkles. You see the beard growing very, very gray very fast. So at that point, it's not nice. It's always, you cannot sleep in peace. You cannot have this deep sleep. So when you wake up, you're also still tired after 10 hours of sleeping or 2 hours of napping. Why I'm talking about stress is because the stress, it has serious effects on life, and it has effect on your health. Believe it or not, stress really adds to that. You might have suffer heart blockade, heart attack, high BP. You might suffer hair loss. You suffer a lot of things, and most of the thing is you're not going to be happy with what you do. So what I'm trying to say is, no matter what you're doing, you always have to take your time off for relaxation. Okay, you have to take some time off, sit by the sea or sit by the park, just away from your work life, away from all your worries and your daily life. And then from your family life, you have to have your own life, like your own space. You just go to somewhere and then just relax, play some sports. If you play squash or tennis, futsal, whatever you play, go for a drive, go for a cheeseburger, and then get that cherry coke that you want really badly, and yeah, hang out with your buddies. So you have to sort out your time like that. And the thing is, you really have to get rid of that laziness, because laziness is one thing I really believe kills. When you're lazy, when happened with me, I'll give you my example. When I was studying in university, I was always lazy. I always did last second studies. I never was fan of studying much. I always played cricket. I was used to be a cricketer. I watch cricket nowadays, but back then I used to play a lot of cricket. So all my time was spent on cricket. I was so relaxed. I played cricket like religiously. I missed out on classes. I somehow made it like C, B's, A's would be like great once in a while. Every semester, hey, you wouldn't see that many A's. So I was like good student. I could study. If I studied, I would do well. But for me, I was like study always last second presentations, last second assignments, final year report. So okay. So what used to happen to me was like I always used to be like panicking the last few days, last 1 week I would start panicking like, oh, let's get some crisps and chips and some Coke and some candy bars. I start studying. I'm like, let's watch a movie. And then you keep doing that and you don't actually study. What you do is you just watching movies. The night before the exam you start studying like even until the exam point, until 10 a.m. The 10 a.m. is the exam, right? And you studying until that point and your head is about to explode. Luckily for me, I used to have a short-term memory, so I used to remember every single thing in last second. So I just, for the study exam, I used to prepare. The amount of pressure and the worry that hits you, what if because you cannot study everything in last second, right? So what's going to happen is, you have to count on your luck. Stuff you studied, if it doesn't come to the question according to your study revision period, and you studied, let's say, until 200th page, but the book is 400 pages, right? And imagine all the questions came from the second part of 200s, right? After 200, and you didn't study anything from there. Then you know what panic is. Then you know what you're shitting in your pants is. So yes, what I'm trying to say is that kind of worry you don't need in your life, because it adds serious pressure on your heart, and your heart is just the one. You cannot have a spare one, right? You don't have a backup. Like if your heart fails, you're just dead, because without your spirit, your body has no value. So I'm not trying to talk extreme, but yes, you have to stop worrying. I tell myself that every day. When I don't have good business, I tell like it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be like Amir Khan says, all is well, like 3 Idiots. If you have watched that movie, try to tell myself that, because every day is not gonna be the same. Like when you see fingers, 5 fingers are not of the same size or same shape. So 5 days, like let's say 7 days a week or 30 days in a month, it's gonna be different. Sometimes it's gonna be good, sometimes it's gonna be bad. So when you're enjoying having a good time, don't forget the bad times. When you're having bad times, don't forget the good times. Okay? You have to remember, there's always good and bad. Sometimes bad is relatively long, but usually the good times, God sorts it out like that. It's gonna be a lot of good times, and you have to be thankful to God for all your good times, for still having your parents around, your family around, your kids, everybody's in good health, you being in good health. And I think it's important that we have to be grateful for everything we have. No matter what. Let's say you were collecting fragrances, you have 12, for example. You should thank God that you have 12. Don't worry that someone has 50, 100, thousands. Some people don't even have one body spray, right? Just very simple example. So stop worrying. Stop worrying, and then be active, be thankful, be happy. Don't worry. God will take care of your worries. He knows the best. I am a strong believer, even though I'm not very religious in that way, but I believe God takes care of all of us. So I stopped worrying, try to stop, but it's just sometimes it's just a sickness, really. You really have to constantly worry. I'm trying to establish a shop sometimes for fragrances. So yeah, I'm thinking, but I should stop that myself. It's easy to give advices, but hard to follow, right? So yes, so what my suggestion to you people, if you're watching this, whoever you are, whatever job, you must have some stress, your relationship issues, your family, work related, whatever you may like owe to people. I owe a lot of money to people because I'm doing business. So, but I am hopeful. I'm trying to stay positive. I'm like, what's the worst gonna happen? I may not make all the money. I may borrow and pay back. No problem. It's okay. I may work double the shift. I'll make it. So in the end, you're gonna be okay. But the added stress that you took didn't help you, right? So think about that really well and try not to overthink. Not do the overthinking. Leave it for the day. It's gonna get sorted out. Trust me, everything's gonna be okay. That's how life works. So as long as you're here, try to live stress-free. So that's the point I was gonna talk about. So I hope everybody's, understanding what I'm trying to say. And next episode, I may talk about the Banana Republic. Pretty fantastic scent for summer. I may talk about it. All right. So everyone, have a fantastic day. Try to get some ice cream. If you want, get a cold one. Chillax. Just go chill. Don't worry about so much about life. Life's gonna be great. Okay. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye bye.